Hey everyone, welcome back to Chip and Dip, and today I'm going to tell you about one of the weirdest things I've ever heard about. Alright, so the other day I came across the 300 Club. The 300 Club is the most exclusive club in the world. It's so exclusive that I'm not even in it, and it would probably kill me if I tried. The 300 Club is a group of people who have endured a 300-degree difference in temperature in a very ridiculously short amount of time. It was established in the Amundsen Scott South Pole in Antarctica, and has since been established in North America. Alright, so you want to be a part of this club? What's the initiation? Here's what you gotta do. Well, participants of the club usually wait for the few days out of the year that Antarctica hits below zero. First, they warm up in the sauna for about 10 minutes heated to 200 degrees. Then, they run completely naked all the way to the South Pole, circle it, and then run all the way back. Usually they warm up in the sauna again, usually with alcoholic beverages. And it's like a huge thing down there too. The first 300 Club outside of Antarctica was established in Minnesota during a polar vortex. The temperature outside was negative 27 degrees, and 3 men heated their backyard sauna to 280 and then sat inside for about 10 minutes. Upon exiting the sauna, they sprinted to the flagpole planted in honor of the South Pole tradition, then took a brief roll in the snow before they headed back to the sauna. Dude, this sounds so unpleasant. I can barely get out of the shower without shivering my little butt off. And then you gotta think, who was the first dude who actually thought of this and thought, yes, I will do that. Participants do usually wear bunny boots, which are just like little rubber boots you can put on that they use for the snow. And a lot of people nowadays have started wearing neck gaiters so their respiratory system isn't just totally wasted after this. Now that's pretty intense, right? 300 degrees of difference, right? It's hard to go outside when it's 20 degrees. Now, 300 degrees, you might think, well, I'll just go into shock. I won't feel a thing, right? Well, no, I didn't mention how high up the South Pole is. The plateau where the South Pole is at an elevation of 10,000 feet. Now, in sports, it's become kind of a big thing because when people go from Denver, or from let's say Los Angeles or something, to Denver, Colorado, it's harder for them to play because the elevation is higher. The oxygen is lower, there's lower oxygen content in the air, and it's just harder to breathe, right? It's why dudes who go to Mount Everest have to wear the oxygen, right? There's not enough oxygen that high up. Now, the altitude at where I am and where a lot of you guys are is probably about 4,500 feet, but you can just Google it, right? Airplanes are pressurized to 8,000 feet. And the South Pole is 10,000 feet. So most of the people up there end up getting winded just by going up and down staircases, let alone experiencing a 300-degree difference running naked from a science station to a South Pole. So now a lot of people have a lot of different techniques. Some just book it naked, some wear a neck gaiter, some of them just walk, otherwise they think their lungs are just gonna get screwed over. Now, okay, again, you're winded, you're cold. What about frostbite? I'm getting some of this from an article from The Atlantic. I'll link it down below. I'm leaving stuff out. You should go check it out. It's bizarre. But they were talking to a dude named Perry. And Perry said one day, the second year he was out there, a couple went and did the 300 challenge, whatever. And it says Perry remembers one unlucky couple from his second winter in the South Pole. He says they both suffered some minor frostbite. She on her nipples and he on the tip of his weenie. Fortunate for her, I had gone outside to do a weather observation and saw them heading back from the pole to the station. She was moving very slowly and probably became mildly hypothermic. I gave her my parka and helped her get back inside. I think there might have been 1 or 2 other incidents of mild frostbites on some guys' weenies that winter. So yes, there are people who have had frostbite on their wang, and probably all of them because they were running naked in the South Pole. As far as stress-related illnesses, it seems like everybody's completely fine and even better off mentally. So yes, even you could join the 300 Club. Whether you're from Minnesota, Antarctica, or I think there's one in New York, you too could freeze your balls off. Now, I am not going to. I would die. I would get altitude sickness from being so high up. I would freeze to death. And on the off chance I lived, I would probably have some serious PTSD. So yeah, do you think you could be in the 300 Club? Make sure to subscribe if you like this video. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say. How do you think you'd fare in the 300 Club? Where would you get frostbite? Comment what you think down below, like if you enjoyed this video for whatever reason, and subscribe for videos every Wednesday, probably. Oh, also I made a gaming channel, there's probably a link somewhere for it.